Oh, there's the beautiful downtown area of the nation's capital right there. It'll be snow-covered in the not-too-distant future. We got some snow on the way. We'll keep you up to date on that situation all day long. Tell you what, John Blythe is here. John is an Ottawa Marine paramedic. And John, you've been a paramedic for, what, a dozen years now?
That's correct.
And half of that time you spent as a Marine paramedic, right?
That's correct.
What's a Marine paramedic do? What's your job?
Well, first of all, I'm a paramedic first, day-to-day on the road. But we do have specialized training that within our service, there's 6 paramedic Marine unit members, and we do specialized training, and we work side by side with the Ottawa Police Marine Dive and Trail Unit.
Right.
So any kind of specialized training that they do, we do with them.
Right.
And just for instance, one thing that we do is the ice rescue safety course that we do with them.
Yeah, and with the canal open now, all of a sudden, this is the time of year when you get busy, right?
Certainly, yes. This being still the beginning of the year, you know, the ice is very unsafe, which causes a lot of concern for us. Yeah.
Now there is a small part of the canal is open, and it's monitored. People watch this, and they won't open unless it's safe, right?
That's right.
But there are areas of the canal that are not safe right now. Matter of fact, there's a lot of waters that are ice covered right now that are not safe, and you don't want people on them, right?
That's right. That's really our strongest message that we can say is just stay off the ice right now, unless there's been a safety personnel, somebody that's trained in ice safety that has, you know, measured the ice, etc. You know, only a part of the canal is open. Which shows that it's a good indicator that the other parts aren't. The canals, you know, it's controlled. There's not moving water. So if you get into the open water where there's flowing currents and stuff, that weakens the ice. And with the weather that we've had,
the off and on, warm, cold,
and the rain and the added slush, it doesn't create a solid base layer of ice.
It should be. People, I mean, I worry more about people on their snowmobiles, and we hear this all the time, snowmobiles and ATVs and bigger open water areas other than the canal, because like you say, the canal is very narrow. There's not much, if any, current at all, and it's monitored by professionals who watch it all the time. That's not the case in outlying areas and people where people go snowmobiling. Matter of fact, you had some people go into the water through the ice last week, right?
Yeah, actually just at Mississippi Lake last week, 2 people went through. It was an ATV, I believe, went through first, and then a snowmobile went through after that as well. So it just shows that, you know, the ice is not safe yet. It's
how do we know? I mean, you know, when it comes to, like, Mississippi Lake is a good example of that. How do you know if in fact it's safe to take your snowmobile out there, or should you at all?
Really, you don't know. There's so many different factors that can compromise the safety of the ice. So really, I would say stay off.
Would you take a snowmobile on the ice, John?
No, I wouldn't.
Never, anywhere?
No, I wouldn't. Myself. Just the uncertainty is it's too unpredictable.
Yeah, I know, and a lot of people are going to look at us and go, well, yeah, you can do it because, you know, and I understand, and it's a lot of fun for people, and there are trails and so on that end up taking you across bodies of water. But if I'm looking at you, who's a Marine paramedic, and you're telling me you wouldn't do it, I'm not going to do it either. You know, there's other ways to go snowmobiling and ATVing, right?
Absolutely. There's the set trails for that. And I don't want to speak too much about the you know, taking the skidoos and stuff on the ice, but I know I wouldn't go on the ice without you know, testing the water first, and by doing that, I'm going to be in my safety gear. You know, this is a fully insulated ice rescue suit. You know, with
a helmet.
With the helmet and a safety line.
That's attached to you when you go out in this suit. This is your life vest.
Flotation, absolutely. So, and with that, I'm able to then go out and, with the proper procedures, test the thickness of the ice by. First of all, just taking staff we used, and we
make sure how thick the ice is and all that sort of thing.
Absolutely,
you know what you're doing.
Yeah. And really, you know, we want to say stay away from the ice. Keep your pets away from the ice this time of year. You know, there's toboggan hills that you know, that come up beside rivers and stuff. We want to say stay away from that. It's quite dangerous. So.
Listen, you're taking your own fate in your hands if you do that sort of thing. Thankfully, you guys are out there, but I hope you're not too busy. You know, really. I hope you're not working too hard. over this season. Listen, thanks for coming by.
That's great.
Very interesting stuff. John Blythe is an Ottawa Marine paramedic. Brought all his gear along today, and hopefully you don't get to see him except walking by him on the street. You know what I'm saying? We'll take a break. Coming up, we've got ABBA Memories tickets to give away. I hope you know your ABBA tunes. You'll need to know some lyrics. We'll be back with that more. In hour 2 of CTV Morning Live is coming up.